Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Madhusmita, and today's my topic is top down and bottom up approach. What is top down approach to management? In the top down approach to management, a team or project manager makes decisions which then filter down through a hierarchical structure. Manager gather knowledge, analyze it, and draw actionable conclusion. Then they develop processes that are communicated to and implemented by the rest of the team. You may hear this style of management referred to as command and control or autocratic leadership. The top down approach is probably what you think or when you think of the management process. Traditional industries like retail, healthcare, or manufacturing typically apply the top down management cycle. How the top down approach work? When approaching a project from the top down, higher level decision makers start with a big picture goal and work backward to determine what action different groups and individuals will need to take in order to reach that goal. The entire project planning process takes place at the management level. Then once an action plan has been created, decision makers communicate it to the rest of the team to be implemented, usually without much room for the adjustment. The top down approach can be effective because it remains the same from project to project, allowing teams to establish a well practiced process that grow more efficient over time. Since the nature of the top down style is so steady and reliable, and many organization think IBM, the New York Times, and the other legacy organization choose to operate their entire companies according to this approach. When to use the top down approach? When we should use the top down approach? The top down approach is more rigid and structured. So, team with multiple sub teams may many different projects parts or any other factors that makes processes difficult to keep organized, with benefits for incorporating elements of the top down methodology. Smaller team or team with a narrow project logy. Smaller team or team with a narrow project focus will have the freedom to learn more heavily on the bottom up. Now we will see the advantages of top down management. First advantage is well known management style. The top down management style is common, which means there less of a learning curve of new hires if they came from a company that uses this structure. As a team leader, you can help new team members adjust more quickly by incorporating some familiar elements of top down methodology into management style. Next is greater clarity. The top down approach results in clear, well organized process that leave little room for confusion. Because all decisions are made in a place and all communication flows in one direction, mix up and misunderstandings happen less frequently than with other management styles. Next is more accountability. When problems or inefficiency do occur, the top down management approach makes it easy to track them to their source. With clearly defined team that each have their own separate responsibilities, it's easier to locate, diagnose, and solve problem quickly and efficiently. Now, what are the disadvantages of top down management? More of a strain on leader. Since all decisions are made at the top, a mismatched project management hire can have a bigger impact on the success of the team. Process problems are only visible at the lower level. So project manager who fail to socialist feedback from individual team members before making decisions can inadvertently cause significant problems, delay, and losses. Next is less creativity. With the communication flowing from leader to team members with little room for di- dialogues, the top-down approach allows fewer opportunities for creative collaboration. Next is team disengagement. All challenge with the top down management approach is that it requires proactive work to keep no leader team member feeling engaged, connected, and respected. We all decisions When all decisions are made at the top, the rest of the team might feel that their feedback and opinion aren't valued. What does bottom up management look like? When approaching project objective from bottom up, a team will collaborate across all the levels to determine what steps needed to be taken to achieve overall goal. The bottom up approach is never and more flexible than the more formal top down strategy, which is why it's more commonly found in industries where descriptions and innovations are a priority. For example of bottom-up management is hybrid OKRs. Broader objective are set at the company level, but KRS key result are set by team and individuals. Next is advantages of bottom-up management. So first advantage is more informed decision. What is more informed decision? In collaborative setting, those who work directly or on projects and overseas project management can speak to the decision that will impact their future work. Upper managers work directly with team members to chart a course of action, which prevents potential process blind spot that might otherwise appear with decisions are made without team input. Next is better team morale. The bottom-up approach encourages greater buy-in from team members because everyone is given the opportunity to influence decisions regardless of seniority. It also facilitates better relationship between colleagues by offering members of all seniority level at equal opportunity to influence project outcomes. More room for creativity. In top-down process, there are fewer opportunity for team to give input or suggestions. Collaborative approach like the bottom-up approach, on the other hand, create opportunity for feedback, brainstorming, and constructive. Next is what are the disadvantages of bottom-up management. So let's see the disadvantages. First is reduce momentum. A purely bottom-up approach to solving a problem might result in too many cooks in the kitchen. When it is people says that when too many cooks are in the kitchen, the dish which they make it is spoiled. So in this way only, when everyone in a group is invited to collaborate, it can harder to arrive at a decision. As a result, process can slow down. So next is shift in team dynamics. Through it's important to give team members the opportunity to provide feedback. Not everyone is comfortable doing so, especially with the leaders in the room. Keep in mind that everyone has different comfort level, and pushing too hard for feedback might stifle honesty or creativity. Next is lack of high level insight. In many ways, it makes sense for project decision to be made at the level at the project level. However, projects are still impacted by higher level factors like company goals, budgeting, forecasting, and metrics that aren't always available at the team level. Now you can see here top down, how the top down approach, the diagram of top down approach versus the bottom up approach, how the diagram is. First there is the top level management, then the managers, and then the workers. Here it is totally vice versa. So hope you all understood about top down approach and bottom up approach. So thank you so much.